Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I'm your instructor, facilitator, and mentor. My name is Dr. Aisha Mahmood, and I welcome you all to the third week of the online course Introduction to Information Technology. In the last lecture, we have learned what is Internet and how it works. After completing this lecture, you will be able to describe various broadband Internet connections. Before learning the concepts about broadband internet connections, I would really want you to just watch these two videos and then come back to discuss different concepts related to the wired and wireless internet access technologies. Welcome back, students. Now let me summarize what are the key points. Um, Here you can see there are two tables right now. These are the examples of popular wired and wireless broadband internet service technologies for home as well as for small business users. So first of all, on the left side, you can see the three wired technologies. Number one is the cable internet service. It provides high-speed internet access through the cable television network via a cable modem. The second one is DSL, that is digital subscriber line, that provides high-speed internet connections through the telephone network via a DSL modem. Third one is the fiber to the premises, that is called FTTP, that uses fiber optic cable to provide high-speed internet access via a modem. Now we'll talk about the wireless technologies. So on your right, you can see the wireless technologies. Number one is Wi-Fi, and that uses radio signals to provide high-speed internet connections to computers and devices with built-in Wi-Fi capability or a communications device that enables Wi-Fi connectivity. The second one is the mobile broadband that offers high-speed internet connections over the cellular radio network to computers and devices with compatible built-in compatible technology such as 3G, 4G or 5G or a wireless modem or other communication devices. Then comes the fixed wireless that provides high-speed internet connections using a dish-shaped antenna on a building, such as a house or business, to communicate with a tower location via radio signals. The fourth and the last one is the satellite internet service that provides high-speed internet connections via satellite to a satellite dish that communicates with a satellite modem. Many public locations such as shopping malls, coffee shops, restaurants, schools, airports, hotels and city parks have Wi-Fi hotspots. Recall that a hotspot is a wireless network that provides internet connections to mobile computers and devices. Although most hotspots enable unrestricted or open access, some require that users agree to terms of service, obtain a password, for example, from the hotel's front desk, or perform some other actions in order to connect to the internet. Employees and students typically connect their computers and mobile devices to the internet wirelessly through a business or home network, which in turn usually connects to a high-speed internet service. When away from the office, home, or school, mobile users often access the internet using Wi-Fi, mobile hotspots, or tethering services. Hotels and airports often provide wireless internet connections as a free service to travelers. Many hotels have computers in their lobbies for customers to check email, browse the web, or print travel documents. Customers often bring their laptops or tablets to coffee shops, restaurants, libraries, hotels, and malls that offer free Wi Fi as a service to their users, customers, and consumers. So after completing this lecture, I would recommend you to visit your main textbook, that is Discovering Computers. Visit the page number 59 and read the Secure IT 2-1 for ways to use a public Wi-Fi hotspot safely. An internet service provider, sometimes called an internet access provider, is a business that provides individuals and organizations access to the internet free or for a fee. ISPs often charge a fixed amount for an internet connection, offering customers a variety of plans based on desired speeds, bandwidth, and services. In addition to the internet access, ISPs may include additional services such as email and online storage. Bandwidth represents the amount of data that travels over a network. A high speed bandwidth means more data transmits. Data sizes typically are stated in terms of megabyte and gigabytes. A megabyte is equal to approximately 1 million characters, and a gigabyte is equal to approximately 1 billion characters. This table shows approximate data usage for various internet activities. As you can see, when you send and receive email messages without any attachment, your message, like 100 messages, would occupy 3 to 6 MB. If you post an on online social network, for example, you just post a text. For example, for the 100 posts, the size of the data would be 25 to 50 MB. When you upload or download photos, for doing that for 50 photos, it's approximately 50 MB. Similarly, sending and receiving an emails, 100 messages, you will have to have 0.75 to 1 GB of data, and this is with attachments. And for 200 visits of web pages, you need 1 gigabyte of um, data storage. And if you want to talk with others using voice over internet protocol without video for 1 hour, then you will be needing 1.25 GB of data. And if you want to listen to streaming music for 1 hour, you will be needing 1 to 2 GB of data. If you want to play online games for 1 hour, you will be needing 1.75 GB of data. If you want to watch smaller standard quality streaming video for 1 hour, then you will be needing 2 to 5 GB of data. If you want to download some application, games, musics, and ebooks, and for example, you want to download in the number of 25, then you will be needing 3 GB of data. If you want to talk with others using voice over internet protocol with video for 1 hour, then you will be needing 5 to 7.5 GB of data. And if you want to watch an HD streaming video for 1 hour, you will be needing 5 to 20 GB of data. Wi-Fi networks often provide free internet access, while some charge a daily or per use fee. Instead of locating a hotspot, some users prefer to subscribe to a mobile service provider such as Mobilink, Zong, and Yophone, so that they can access the internet wherever they have mobile phone access. A mobile service provider, sometimes called a wireless data provider, is an ISP that offers wireless internet access to computers and mobile devices. with the necessary built-in wireless capability such as Wi-Fi, wireless modems, and other communications devices that enable wireless connectivity. An antenna on or built into the computer or device, wireless modem or communication device typically sends signals through the airwaves to communicate with a mobile service provider. Visit this chapter's free resources to learn more about Internet Service Provider. Computers and devices connected to the Internet work together to transfer data around the world using servers and clients and various wired and wireless transmission media. On the internet, your computer or device is a client that can access data and services on a variety of servers. Wired transmission media include phone line, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. Wireless transmission media includes radio waves and satellite signals. The inner structure of the internet works much like a transportation system, just as intercity highways connect major cities and carry the bulk of the automotive traffic across the country. Several main transmission media carry the heaviest amount of traffic or communication activity on the internet. These major carriers of network traffic are known collectively as the internet backbone, as we have also seen that in the video in our last lecture um, named as How Internet Works. So in United States, the transmission media that make up the internet backbone exchange data at several different major cities across the country. That is, they transfer data from one network to another until reaching the final destination. Let's see a typical example of how a home user requests for a web page and how he is going to receive that web page on his or her terminal. So as a step number one, when you send a request to the internet, for example, you enter the web address of a web page you want to visit in the address bar of your browser. And step number two, your cable modem transfers the computer's digital signals to the cable television line in your house. And as step number three, your request means your digital signals travels through the cable television lines to a central cable system which is shared by up to 500 homes in a neighborhood. And then as step number four, the central cable system sends your request over high-speed fiber optics to the cable operator who often also is the ISP, means internet service provider. Then comes the highway. Then comes this fifth step. The ISP routes your request through the internet backbone to the destination server. In this example, server that contains the requested web page. So as step number six, the server retrieves the requested web page and send it back through the internet backbone to your computer. So this is the way you receive that web page. स्टूडेंट्स अभी तक हमने जितनी बात की उसमें मोस्टली हमने बात की यूएस की और तो मेरे जहन में एकदम ये ख्याल आया कि पाकिस्तान में इंटरनेट फैक्ट्स को देखा जाए तो व्हेन आई हैव सर्च्ड आई हैव फाउंड दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन rather association which is called Internet Service Providers Association of Pakistan, ISPAC. तो इनकी वेबसाइट पे कुछ हमारे पास फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स हैं विच आई वांट यू टू नो लाइक इस वक्त पाकिस्तान में जो टोटल इंटरनेट यूजर्स हैं वो 76 मिलियन हैं और फिक्स्ड ब्रॉडबैंड इंटरनेट कनेक्शंस की तादाद तकरीबन 2 मिलियन के करीब है एंड द इंटरनेट bandwidth to Pakistan is 2500 gigabits per second combined from PTCL and TWA. अंडर सी केबल जो कनेक्ट करते हैं पाकिस्तान में टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ये कुछ कंपनीज हैं सी मी वी करके इनके नाम हैं, और पीस केबल भी is one of them. And then for the domestic fiber backbones, we have PTCL, Wateen, Jazz, and Multinet. These are the service provider. And then for fiber to home FTTH providers, we have uh, these kinds of these providers: Neatel, Storm Fiber, PTCL, Transword, um, Satcom, WordCall, Optics. ये सारे वो हैं जो हमें फाइबर टू होम सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो अभी चूंकि एफ टी टी एच जो है, दिस इज समथिंग न्यू, एंड सिंस वी डोंट हैव द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर at all the places in Pakistan, so you may not find FTTH at every city and town of Pakistan. But since it is becoming popular and based on the demand from the people, you will soon get it, common in your nearby vicinity. In this lecture, we have covered various broadband internet connections. We have talked about ISPs. We have talked about MSPs. So, in the next lecture, we will discuss some more concepts related to internet.